What's going well, my beautiful peeps? I literally just did this, and then my phone, while I'm like editing or whatever, it just took me out of TikTok and took my shit away, and so I have to do it again. But I was talking about the show Sleepy Hallow, which came out, I think, is about 2010, and the premise is about the chosen ones. There's two main ones, but there are many that are involved. But they have to fight evil, low vibration, negative beings, entities, whatever you want to call them. Um, the horsemen of the apocalypse, and I mean, just all kinds of things. But for them to be able to do this, they have to know themselves, and they have to know themselves so that way these beings, creatures, can't use what is presumed to be their weaknesses against them. And so they have to know themselves so that way when these things come to them and go, well, you did this. Yes, I did. I take accountability and I take responsibility for the shit that I did. I regret it or I don't, whatever. But they have to be able to accept themselves for who they are and the things that they've done, the things that they've allowed, the things that they accepted, and that the things that they've hidden. And they're the ones that have to bring it out into the light. And they're the ones that have to be like, yes, I did that. And there's a beautiful part where Ichabod Crane, him and his partner, are about to take on the Headless Horseman again. And he says, I wrote it down. He says, you must know yourself completely or perish. People cajoled influence, which I didn't really understand that part. But then he says, how do you know yourself when at every turn your life has been determined by others? But what do you choose? And the thing is that we are raised by our parents who are doing the best that they can with what they know. And a good portion of them don't know themselves either. And so society comes into it, what the powers that be say things are supposed to be done, or the way that they're supposed to be done, or blah, 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 blah. Or because you come from a certain background, or da-da-da-da, you're supposed to be like this, and you're supposed to do this, that, and the other. What it comes down to is that as we get older, we don't know who the fuck we are. And we haven't been shown through others that they even know who they are. There are many aspects and parts of us. I know that many people tell me that I am too nice. It's who I am. And I don't do it to make people like me. I don't do it because I'm afraid of this, that, or the other. I do it because it's who the fuck I am. I am just a nice person. And I make a choice to come at people in a different way. And I also know, though, that I am very capable of being mean, a bitch, cruel, nasty, ugly, indifferent, whatever. I know what I'm capable of. And don't get me wrong, I still learn every day what I am capable of. But there were times in my life, where I couldn't admit to myself or accept some of those parts of me because I felt like it wasn't truly who I am. And don't get me wrong, there are times where I thought that me being nice was a fucking weakness, you know, and it's not. It is a lovely, beautiful part of who I am. And just as me being capable of being mean and cruel is a lovely, beautiful part of who I am, I just make a choice to come at people differently. I just make a choice to do things differently. I do my best to respond and not react. And don't get me wrong, there are times, I mean, there are times where I lose my shit. There are a select few people who've actually seen that. And the thing is that every part of you is beautiful and wonderful. It is not a weakness. It is not a weakness that if you have always portrayed yourself as somebody who is a badass, that you being nice is bad. Bad, good is whatever. But it is not a weakness to show people that if you're always coming at somebody in a nice way, that all of a sudden when you actually respond authentically and you lose your shit, that doesn't mean it's weakness. It's about learning, oh, I am capable of doing this, and accepting it. And if you want to change it, change it. If you don't, don't. It is you. It is up to you in the way that you come about doing these things. And we're at a point in time in our life right now where there are people that want us to conform. There are people that want us to be under their thumb, to be in control of us. And that is simply because so many don't know who they are. Going along with the crowd, doing what everybody else expects for you to do. Because God forbid you actually step out of that box and you do what you want to do. And there's nothing wrong with doing what you want to do. Who am I to tell you what's wrong? I'm just here to help you and support you. I'm here to help you be able to embrace and accept those parts of you that you have been unable to accept and embrace. I have seen darkness. And I know that I am totally capable of doing the same things that I experienced. I know that I am capable of being the dark instead of being the light. But I also know that in that darkness, I was the light. And I helped people, and I supported people, and I loved them, and I didn't judge them for the fuck shit that they did to me. And I've accepted myself for who I am and what I'm capable of, because I know that I'm capable of doing the same shit that they did. And I make a choice not to. And I make a choice to deal with my shit. And everybody deals with their shit at their own time. And it's not up to me to tell you when you deal with your shit. It's not up to me to tell you, you have to know yourself now. No, you want to know yourself, then come to me. I will help you. I will support you, and I will lead you, because I'm here to do that. For us to come together as one, to fight against the powers that be, we have to know ourselves. Even if it's just on our own for this one moment. But you're not by yourself. You're not alone. There are so many people learning who they are, what they're capable of, and it's beautiful. And I'm here to help you, and I'm here to support you, and to help you when you feel like you can't do it. You are amazing, and I love you, and I support you, and come find me when you are ready to get to know who you are, one step at a time. I love you.